Join me as I navigate through the tourist trap in Cuba that everyone falls for in this music video adventure. You know that iconic image of a bustling Cuban street, filled with colorful buildings, vintage cars, and lively music? Yeah, I'm standing right in the middle of it, surrounded by hundreds of other tourists. But have you ever stopped to think if this is really the authentic Cuban experience, or just a cleverly crafted tourist trap? Cuba is a country that's rich in history, culture, and natural beauty, but sometimes the most popular tourist destinations can be misleading. They're designed to impress, to entertain, and to part you from your hard-earned cash. But how do you separate the genuine article from the fake? These tourist traps can be deceiving, and they often give visitors a skewed view of what Cuba is really about. You might be tempted by the glitz and glamour of an all-inclusive resort, but is that really the best way to experience the local culture? Probably not. And what about those traditional cultural performances that seem to cater more to tourists than locals? They might be fun to watch, but are they genuinely representative of Cuban tradition? The thing is, when you get caught up in the excitement of traveling, it's easy to get sucked into the tourist trap. You're on vacation, you want to relax, and you're willing to pay a premium for the convenience. But convenience often comes at a cost, and in Cuba, that cost can be a watered-down, sanitized version of the real deal. So what are some of these tourist traps that you should be aware of? Well, there are the overpriced resorts that promise luxurious amenities but deliver mediocre service. There are the staged cultural performances that feel more like a choreographed show than a genuine expression of local art. And then there are the touristy restaurants that serve up bland, westernized versions of Cuban cuisine. But don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging. I've got a hidden gem to share with you, a place that's off the beaten path and truly representative of the Cuban spirit. It's a local market, tucked away in a quiet neighborhood, where you can find everything from handmade crafts to delicious street food. It's the kind of place where locals go to shop, to eat, and to socialize, and it's a far cry from the touristy traps that dominate the main streets. This market is the real deal, folks. It's raw, it's unpolished, and it's authentic. You won't find any touristy trinkets or overpriced souvenirs here, just genuine Cuban culture and a warm welcome from the locals. And that, my friends, is the essence of traveling. It's about immersing yourself in the local way of life, rather than settling for a sanitized, tourist-friendly version of it. So the next time you're planning a trip to Cuba, or anywhere else for that matter, remember to seek out the authentic experiences. Avoid the tourist traps, and look for the hidden gems that will give you a true taste of the local culture. Your wallet, and your sense of adventure, will thank you. Thanks for joining me on this music video adventure through the tourist trap in Cuba. If you've got any tips for avoiding tourist traps or finding hidden gems, please share them with us in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more travel content and adventures from around the world.